Trump's job ratings stay negative. Americans express strong support for vaccines. As Trump continues to stockpile cash to exert his influence in next year's midterm elections and beyond, he's sharing a modest, but notable, sum with his number two. Many of Trump's recent fundraising emails, as well as the donation button on his official website, direct contributors to make donations that kick 5% of the total to Vice President J.D. Vance's PAC, working for Ohio. The setup netted the former Ohio Senators Committee $245,000 in May and June alone, according to a campaign finance disclosure. Trump helps pad J.D. Vance's political fund as questions about 2028 loom continued. That's a helpful haul for a vice president who spends much of his political time fundraising for the Republican National Committee, for which he is finance chair, or other Trump-affiliated entities. Importantly, the setup also provides Vance's political committee with valuable data about active Trump donors, data that could be useful in a future White House campaign and started coming in as Vance's PAC otherwise sat on the back burner. Politicians are moving quickly on partisan redistricting efforts in several states to shape the 2026 midterm elections. But a large majority of Americans, including those living in the critical states of Texas and California, oppose political parties controlling the drawing of congressional maps. The findings in the latest NBC News Decision Desk poll powered by SurveyMonkey were gathered amid Texas Republicans' successful effort to redraw their 2026 congressional map to boost GOP chances of keeping the U.S. House majority next year. That move, at Trump's urging, set off an arms race of off-cycle redistricting that now includes efforts by California Democrats and Republicans in other states. Political districts are usually redrawn at the beginning of each decade, after the census. The gender gap between men and women has been a durable fact of life in American politics. And nowhere is this gap larger than among the youngest cohort of American adults, Gen Z. But it's not just politics driving the divide. The latest NBC News Decision Desk poll powered by SurveyMonkey shows how the political gender gap persists alongside different social beliefs between young men and women. Gender divides within adults ages 18 to 29 show up in questions ranging from how Americans feel about President Donald Trump to their views on what constitutes success. Young men and women also feel very different about mental health, cultural issues, and questions about gender and the workplace. Poll: Trump's job ratings stay negative. Americans express strong support for vaccines. Americans' views of President Donald Trump's job performance remain negative amid a flurry of activity from his administration on tariffs, immigration and public health, according to the latest NBC News Decision Desk poll powered by SurveyMonkey. Notably, the poll shows U.S. adults expressing strong, bipartisan support for vaccines as Trump's Health and Human Services Secretary, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., has moved to limit certain shots. The poll was conducted before Democratic and some Republican senators sparred with Kennedy over vaccine access during a contentious congressional hearing last week.